So I've been doing a little bit of digging around with this whole lawsuit that we found, thanks to Without a Crystal Ball, some of the names and addresses. And I just found a connection that I don't think they wanted us to know about. Okay, so I have this up here because I want to show you this. And we're right now, this is a deep dive. It's Saturday. There's not going to be a lot of tea right now. We're waiting for all types of responses. We're waiting for the judge to make rulings. We're waiting for a lot of stuff. So while we're doing that, we're going to continue to do some mommy sleuthing and daddy sleuthing around. Guys, make sure that you are following me on social media. I have all of the links below to it. I'm Real Melanie King everywhere on X, on TikTok, all the places. But I want to take you guys back. I'm going to walk you through something really quickly. And again, this is deep tea. Okay. This is for all of my deep tea. I needed like one of my mugs for my merch shop. So we sip on the tea every time we're going deep. We're diving deep. I would say tinful, but this isn't conspiracy. I will be doing some of those soon. But anyway, so remember with Van Zandt Inc., right? They got this shipment in 2019 and it was two shipments, and this was supposed to be, it was shipped to Blake from the UK, and it was supposed to be used in Taylor Swift's music video.
All right, guys, buckle up because this doesn't open with fluff. It opens with fuel. Within seconds, names, timelines, and lawsuits start flying as we're pulled into a rabbit hole that was never meant to be explored. The creator isn't casually browsing. She's already connecting dots with the tone of someone who's on the edge of something big. There's an eerie calm here, like the moment before a storm hits, as she hints at hidden networks behind the lawsuit. A shipping record turns into a clue. A celebrity name turns into a possible lead. By the time she says this is a deep dive, you realize you're not just watching someone talk. You're watching them uncover. This segment quietly sets a stage for everything that follows. It's not dramatic, but it is deliberate, and it already feels like something's being pulled out from the shadows.
But then I noticed the name on here is Molly Caro. So I got to digging around to find out who is Molly Caro. So the first thing that came up when I started looking her up is LinkedIn. Let me make it bigger. Will it make it bigger? There we go. So this is Molly Carroll. She went to Syracuse University and she's an executive assistant. Where is she an executive assistant, guys? Vision PR. Some of you guys already know what that is, but Vision PR. Now it lists her with Vision PR from October 2015 to November of 2018, right? And then it just stops. It's like she just drops off the face of the earth after 2018. But going back to this shipping manifest or whatever this is, we know in 2019 she's doing some work for Blake, right? And just to show you who Vision PR is,
Things heat up fast. Molly Carr enters the frame, and suddenly we move from speculation into hard details. Job titles, dates, and exact affiliations. Vision PR isn't just another agency. It's directly tied to high-profile names like Blake Lively and Leslie Sloan. The commentary sharpens here, pushing from curiosity to implication. What's Molly's real role? Why does her digital footprint vanish after 2018? The viewer is pulled into a real-time chase for answers, and each click, each name, adds fuel to suspicion. There's a sense that we're not supposed to know this, yet it's all publicly available. The more you hear, the more you sense something strategic was hidden in plain sight. This segment bridges gossip and potential truth, and it does it with precision. You don't leave this part confused.
Leslie Sloan, Blake and Ryan's PR person. So she is an assistant. I don't know if she's direct assistant to Leslie Sloan or someone else there, but she's an executive assistant. She was at the time. I don't know if she's been elevated to a different position at this point. I'm thinking she would, this far in her career, be in a different position. Is she managing things? But I feel like this is a name we need to look out for. Now, so she works for Leslie Sloan, and we know about Leslie, right? But then look at this. She was an actress and producer in Taylor Swift's music video, the one that Blake Lively directed. So it was the Taylor Swift "I Bet You Think About Me," all right, and the Taylor's version and "All Too Well," the short film. Okay, so no, she was all right. She was in two things. She was, I don't know which one she was a producer for and which one she was an actress in. In fact, let's click it and see where it leads us. Okay, so this short film, "All Too Well."
Now it gets personal. Molly isn't just someone with an interesting resume. She's suddenly connected to Taylor Swift's inner creative circle. As the IMDb pages load, we discover she acted in one project and produced another, all within media directly linked to Blake Lively. This part of the video feels like peeling back wallpaper to find a map underneath. Names aren't being speculated, they're being confirmed. The viewer isn't just following research, they're watching a puzzle come together in real time. The music video timelines clash with logistics. Why was furniture shipped years before a shoot? It makes no sense, and that's the point. This section hits different because now it's not theory, it's documented collaboration. The deeper you go, the more it smells like misdirection. And just like that, we're no longer asking if something's off. We're wondering how deep it goes.
Says she was an actress in it. I do not want to watch this. I may have to and then like screenshot, different parts of it. But let's see who everyone was. See if we see her name. Oh, Sophie Levy and Charlie Levy and Colette Levy. I wonder if these are Sean Levy's kids. The director of Deadpool. Hold on, because I know he has daughters. Guys, like I said, this is going to be a little bit all over the place. We're just doing, I'm like in real time. Um, I'm giving you guys like what I'm finding. So I'm looking at Sean Levy. I'll share this. Does it say what his children's names are? Da, 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 da. Where do we get to personal life? Here we go. Okay, they have four daughters together, but they don't have their names. Let me see if I can find the names of his daughters. So we know, yes, he has four daughters. Um, ah, guys, we just made a connection in real time. Sophie Levy, or Levy, I think it's Levy, is his daughter. And then Tess Levy is his other daughter. Let's go back to that IMDb. Sophie Levy and Tess Levy. I'm thinking Charlie Levy is the other daughter and Colette Levy. So now we have another connection. Wow, from the Deadpool thing. So these are, I believe, his four daughters. These are the four daughters of Sean Levy. No, I am not. Let me see all cast and crew because I do not see Molly's name yet. Let's do a search. Let's do find. All right, we're going to find Molly. There she is. Oh, okay. So she was a party guest. There's her name. She was a party guest in this little short film. There's a different Molly, and that was the last of the Mollys. So she was an actress in this little short film.
Just when you think it's maxed out, another layer drops. Molly's role in the film leads to a discovery that includes director Sean Levy's own daughters. And suddenly, it's a who's who of Hollywood names embedded in one curious little short film. This part is wild because we're watching connections unravel in real time, literally mid-recording. There's excitement, shock, and a very real shift in tone. It's no longer a lone actor. It's a small web of insiders. A party guest credit isn't just filler, it's a breadcrumb. It shows just how tightly knit the cast was, and how these roles may have been more about access than talent. The reaction here is genuine and unscripted, which makes it hit harder. There's a creeping sense that this isn't coincidence. It's choreography, and the viewer is left wondering, was this project just a cover for something else?
Along with Sean Levy's four daughters. And then, but it looks like in this one, she was the associate producer, along with Blake Lively directing, and Blake Lively being a writer, and Taylor Swift being a writer for this. But what's crazy is she's dropped off the face of the earth. There's no out on her LinkedIn, like, does she still work for Vision PR? I don't know where she could possibly, where is she actually working, if there's any real connection here. Has she worked behind the scenes? This was 2019. Then this music video was it 2021? Which is weird. So they got the shipment of furniture in 2019 for a music video in 2021. Sorry, I'm not sharing it with you guys. Something about like none of this is reading right. I feel like they need to subpoena all of the records and the tax documents and everything else. But this is a connection of Taylor Swift once again being dragged into this whole situation. And again, once until we do have discovery and depositions, we're not going to have more information about it. But this ties to Leslie Sloan, and then it ties to Sean Levy and his daughters. Like, it just feels all very incestuous, and these connections run deep. So it's amazing to me with all of these connections and all these people, none of them are coming out and standing up for Blake Lively. So I think that tells you a lot. And especially Taylor Swift, who stood up for Kesha when she accused, I believe, her producer or manager of sexual harassment and things that he had done. And then she had her own Me Too case, Taylor Swift.
Now we're deep in the fog. This part puts inconsistencies front and center. Timelines that don't match, LinkedIn gaps that make no sense, and questions that practically beg for legal discovery. The tone is no longer curious. It's borderline frustrated. Why would a shipment happen 2 years early? Why is someone connected to such big names missing from professional networks? These aren't rhetorical questions. They're calls to action. You feel the urgency shift from commentary to demand. She brings up subpoenas, tax documents, and you realize this isn't about gossip anymore. It's about transparency, and it's missing. The timeline feels altered. The facts feel massaged. The viewer is no longer a passive observer. They're now implicated in chasing the truth. It's suspenseful because it feels like something is being buried alive, and she just handed you the shovel.
But yet it's crickets right now. So again, guys, nothing too deep, nothing too over the top, but I wanted to drop these Easter eggs like Blake and Ryan like to do, in case you guys do your own digging or you make a connection from somebody else's video, so we can all share our information and put it out there so we can start to tie up some of these loose ends for our attorney, Brian Freeman. He is not our attorney, but he is our attorney in our minds, in our delusional minds, or at least in mine. He is my attorney, so we want to help him out as much as possible. Guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you find it interesting, if you like these type of like deep tea things that I'm doing as I do my research. Do you want to see me live doing the research so you can find out what's going on in real time? Let me know. And with that, I will see you guys on the next one.
The final segment ties the knots loosely, but intentionally. There are no grand revelations here, but that's what makes it powerful. She drops Easter eggs, challenges viewers to join the hunt, and subtly calls out the silence of major players like Taylor Swift and Blake Lively. It's not bitterness, it's disbelief. Why haven't these high-profile voices spoken out? The commentary closes with a blend of sarcasm and seriousness, making the tone feel authentic and relatable. She references our attorney in our delusional minds, but it doesn't feel like a joke. It feels like a call to collective action. This isn't conclusion, it's a rally cry. And by the time she signs off, you're left with one undeniable feeling. This isn't over. The audience has now become the investigator. And that's exactly what she wanted.